Hello, 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 gamers, goners, degenerations, and denizens of the virtual world. Welcome back, where I always get these mixed up because I just keep trying to say them all. Hello, everyone, I'm Pixagon, and with me is Agent, and tonight we are playing some good games. I am here.
It's been a minute. Our last game was so bad, it wouldn't open. I'll go online. Yeah, we might have noticed I'm missing Redfall stream from Tuesday. Yeah, that fucking sucked. Game sucked like I thought it would.
And yeah, and then the game before that was like, so it's one of those things where if you've been here with Kigu before, me and Kigu said a bunch of times, I've never played beat 'em ups. So like, I made you Kigu play like 8 or 9 beat 'em ups now. He keeps saying he doesn't play beat 'em ups, and it's like, it's full of crap. But I found out Agent also hasn't really played beat 'em ups, and this was my jam growing up as a kid. So I had so many on my consoles and arcades, and they're like they the perfect co-op games because they're short, simple, and sweet. But if you play them too much, if you play them too much in succession, they get boring if you go too hard. So they're good to sit down every once in a while and play games.
Yeah, but it's good to wash it out because I've been going through too many big RPGs lately. So it's like, let's get some more one-off shit going.
Yeah. Like the other day, I wanted to play a game, but I was too tired. So I was like, what? So I just sat down and played some Shredder's Revenge because I didn't have to think.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So Agent's played like the worst beat 'em up I ever played. So we're gonna start in with some middle of the road games.
We've gone from it's a tech demo to it's not awful.
As far as these go, we got Final Fight, King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, and Battle Circuit. The only one I haven't played of this group. What?
Warriors, like, is that based off the movie?
What, this?
Oh, Warriors of Fate.
I don't know. It's one of the only ones on here I haven't played. I haven't played this or King of Dragons. But I figure we're gonna start. We'll have time to play 2 of these, so we'll pick one of the other. I'll let you pick whichever one you want to play at second. But Final Fight is probably a solid starting point for any beat 'em up ever.
No problem. I almost want to make you watch the Warriors of Virtue movie first.
That's not the armor. That's not what that is. That's not what that is.
You remember the movie now, don't you?
Yeah.
Or you watched Team Portstar's review recently?
No, I just.
Oh no, for criminal capital. In fact, which newly elected mayor and former street fighter Mike Hagar plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Hagar's plan, they immediately took action and bring a new mayor under their control. Sometime in the 90s. Oh, Mike Hagar. You want to do half the voice?
So pleased to make your acquaintance. Don't hang up. We have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter and we'll throw in the regular monthly bonus for your salary we offered.
What? What happened to Jessica? Who is this?
Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV.
You son of a bitch! What have you done?
Nothing yet.
Oh, that was Mike.
Opportunity.
My bad.
Listen to reason. Why make your job difficult? Just do as we please, like the mayor did before. So
I love how the TV is a pony.
Yeah, and Jessica, sweethearts.
My sweethearts. Oh, yeah. Was it the other one? Like, okay,
yeah.
These are going a little too. My friends,
remember, this is an arcade game, so.
Oh, you're supposed to be able to read it a couple times.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. Can you click in for the player? All right.
I'm player 1.
It doesn't matter. Who do you want to be? So
Hagar.
You're gonna be the mayor, Mike Hagar. I'm the guy. Even though I should have been Cody because it's his girlfriend. But I like this faster. So I want you to think about that.
Oh, we probably should have turned off.
I don't think you can turn that off in the arcade game. I want you to think about it. We have a lot more space, though, as you can see.
Yeah, it's like we're not so constricted.
But I want you to really think about this. In our political world, the guy who's fighting crime is the mayor. Mike Hagar.
Oh, I would take Hagar over who we currently have in most areas right now.
So would I. I saw a I was at a con once, and there was a fan movie that they had made, and it was this, and I was waiting, so I just sat down and I just watched the Final Fight fan movie. Now this is how a weapon works. Ow! Or I get hit and lose it.
by Jay.
By the way, if you use your special, you do lose a little bit of health. But obviously, it's like a really good special.
What the hell is my special, anyways?
It should be that spinning attack you used.
I was wondering, like, which button is it, though?
It's both. It's attack and jump at the same time. Here, come get this health real quick.
Did you throw him into me? Okay.
I did. Yep.
But pile drive. No, wait, that's the.
Now I don't know if it's just the Super Nintendo version or not, but Mike has a thing where he can, if you grab someone with him, you can jump up and pile drive them. There it is. That's your special. When it comes to the Super Nintendo, the big that.
Oh, there it is.
The Super Nintendo version of this game was only one player. It was its launch title, and only had Hagar and Cody. And so they like it's a super rare cartridge where they re-released it again, but with Mike and Guy. So it's really expensive. This eventually got like a Saturn release that actually had co-op, but it's only the arcade version. There's never a Super Nintendo version that had 2 players. But numbers 2 and 3 are Super Nintendo exclusive, and they're 2-player. So I've never actually played those ones.
Wait, is that Poison?
Yes, this is where she's from.
Oh, shit, I'm down.
It's alright. I never got, like, when it comes to the Super Nintendo version of this game, I never got far. It is hard. I do have this on the SNES.
All around, Vic. You know, hard or unfair like our previous adventure?
Hard. When it comes to beat-em-ups I've never been able to beat, it's been this and Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man.
Yep.
It's usually it just starts to overwhelm you over a while. Like co-op beat-em-ups aren't that difficult because you work as a team, but they're not that difficult for me because I have so much experience.
Yeah, you played a lot of them.
It is
so
different.
I'm interested that Poison's like a fucking like basic enemy because like. Okay, maybe I'm just familiar with the internet going crazy with her, but
yeah,
I might be a degenerate.
Oh, no, you're right.
I am a degenerate. I am a degenerate. Let's not get that wrong. And Andre the Giant, it looks like too.
Yep, this is where they're
I'm
from.
happy with that. Andre the Giant is not from Final Fight.
No, I meant like this version, Ondor or whatever. I know what you mean. Remember they when we played Power Rangers, remember 2 of the Pudgies were dressed in his outfit.
Oh, were they? Okay. I might have mentioned that at the time, but I don't really remember it.
Time.
Ooh, I am.
Yeah, that.
We have unlimited lives, right?
Yeah, we have unlimited lives. It's on free play.
Okay. So I was gonna say I'm gonna be bad at these.
No, so that's the thing about the like even if we're playing in the on an emulator, the arcade.
How rich are you?
So it's actually this one retro YouTube channel that I found just recently. It's like called how many quarters to beat. And when I first started streaming, my original idea for streaming was a streaming channel where you played emulators of arcade games, and you would have a set amount of quarters, and you try to beat it in that time.
Yeah.
When it comes to beat 'em ups, if we're going off of like 1 quarter is 1 life type of scenario, I found that you can usually beat any beat 'em up with about $10.
And yeah, like most of the time when I went to an arcade game or an arcade, I got $12 for like the night.
Oh, so here's the fun thing. When I was a kid, for my 10th birthday, my mom took me and 3 of my friends to the arcade, gave us each $10 in quarters. And we all just went at it, and since it's my birthday, we went and beat the Spider-Man in the arcade game, which is not very good, but it's interesting. And then we played a little bit of like X-Men and stuff.
Oh, come on, stop.
So the thing with arcade games is that they're designed to be extraordinarily cheap to steal as many quarters from you as possible.
I am aware.
Yeah, console beat-em-ups are more fair, but they're still fairly cheap. That's why a lot of modern beat-em-ups are kind of better in ways. They're not designed to be as cheap.
Yeah. Oh, that does actually remind me of something I wanted to try out with you.
What?
We both have the same type of light guns.
Oh yeah, so I thought about that too. I thought about that before, but I haven't. So we would have to like use. We have. So that is specifically why I was trying to figure out how to get remote play working with what's it called? RetroArch, specifically for that. But I have not been able to get arcade games to do remote play with RetroArch. Because that's the only way I could figure out how we could get to register both our light guns. Because I definitely want to try that, but I do not know how to get it working.
Well, I would say we'd just start with we start with a parsec try.
That won't work because how would your parsec or my parsec know to register the gun shooting at it without the all the software part going?
Well, you'd still be running that in the background. It would basically be controller 2.
I know, but how would it? But the way that those guns work is focusing a camera on your screen. It would need to know.
Oh, it would probably be. Does this guy just spout sword? Oof.
No, he just has 2 swords. I think this is I think the boss after this one is about as far as I can get on the Super Nintendo version by myself. Look at that! You picked up the Masamune. Take it, Sephiroth.
Masamune.
Masamune, whatever. I mean, I'm down to try. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it will work unless we are doing net play style.
We would have to see it.
Yeah, and it might work with like PS1 DuckDuckGo emulator, maybe. I've had some. It depends on the games for them. They're picky about which light gun they use. And even then, I have had a hard time getting a lot of the light gun games to work on emulation. Like I've gotten what's it called?
Time Splitter?
The first one, but that's only. Yeah, I've gotten the first one to work. But as far as the arcade games go, the only one I've gotten to work. Damn, I can't remember what that game's called. It's a horror game.
Yeah, but this is Final Fight, Kigu. Getting to a little bit late on that one.
Hey, Kigu. I just realized I never turned on the group
Share chat.
Yeah. But it'll pop us out because we're on Parsec, so be a moment.
When I only have more points because I am just face taking my way through this.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's kind of how a lot of beat 'em ups work. Can I once real quick? Let me turn that on.
No, it's holding. There you go.
It shrinks on my screen.
Now it shrunk and it brought back.
Yep, there we go. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, so I can see Kigu's banter. I know when it comes to the beat-em-ups, like the only beat-em-up I know franchise that I really want to try with Kigu is Streets of Rage, since I know he grew up with the Sega, and I was kind of surprised that he didn't play Streets of Rage.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I never had a Sega console. Like,
I did.
Ever. I still date have never had a Sega console. Probably never will.
I had the thing where, so I had a Nintendo, and it broke. So when it broke, and I didn't have my grandpa sent it to get fixed somewhere, I didn't have any consoles, so he just surprised me with a new Sega Genesis. Because my grandpa spoiled the crap out of me as a kid. So that's how I got a Sega. And then I ended up getting a Super Nintendo for my birthday at one point. Or no, for my birthday, for Christmas.
No, see, like, consoles in my house were a very rare. Like, we only got them because, like, most of them were like big presents for me, and even then it was like extremely rare. The first console I actually ever saved up to get myself, and even then I got some help with it, was my GameCube.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. For me, no, I got this. I know I got the GameCube for Christmas as well one year, so I didn't do that. The first one I saved up for was the PS2, and I was just using a lot of Christmas money and birthday money. And then, and I know like for like
weapons everywhere.
When I was in college, I like because I obviously didn't have any money. I had my whole family like worked together and got me, or combined the present, got me a 360. But they also gave me like 4 controllers and Devil May Cry 4, surprisingly.
Oh damn. That must have been pretty late into the 360's life cycle for Devil May Cry 4, if I remember correctly.
No, because Devil May Cry 4, like 3 was on PS2.
Well, yeah, I would say I don't remember. I remember 4 being kind of middle of the 360's life cycle.
Nah, it was earlier because I had gone out and bought Halo 3 myself. And
all right, DMC was in the middle of its life cycle.
Yep.
No, the only time I really got a console that wasn't like a specific gift was I had picked up like Final Fantasy 9, and apparently my PS1 was getting to the point where it was having trouble reading it, and it couldn't read the disc. It could play everything else, but it couldn't play that game. And because I had just gotten it, they were very much like, okay, we'll trade it out for a new one.
Okay, so right here, ow. The Super Nintendo version has 2 of these guys, and I've never made it past the pair of them on the Super Nintendo version of this.
Oh man, they got some range.
Oh, I got them locked. Also,
yeah,
the Super Nintendo version has like the weapons break after so long. No, you know what? I got the PS1 for the Christmas, and I got N64 for Christmas. Like, I was spoiled, man.
No, and I also, like, back then I also had to make my games last. I cannot tell you the amount of time I put into, like, Star Fox 64.
Oh, so my parents didn't buy me a lot of new games. Like, I got the consoles for Christmas, but my birthday's in February, so I usually would get some games right after Christmas. And but my mom, whenever they let us have friends over, usually would take us to like Blockbuster or something, and I could, rent a game.
Oh yeah, no, the good old renting. I remember that. After, yeah, like one of the games I beat on this channel was one of the ones I had rented but was never able to beat, Tactics Ogre, because it was one of those, hey, it's going to be an N64 game, and the save file is actually saved to the cartridge.
Yeah, I had.
So I would like go to rent it, miss it for a week, and then somebody would delete my save file, like the fucking asshole he was, because there was one save file on the damn thing that had like a completed game, and that never got deleted.
In my case, it was God,
I know this guy from something too. What the fuck?
I played, let's see, I think when it comes to that, my story like that is Paper Mario. I had rented Paper Mario for like 2 weeks, and I couldn't rent it again. So we were supposed to have a snow day. If we had gotten the snow day, I would have had time to beat it. But because we didn't have the snow day and I had to go to school, we had to return it after school, and I didn't get to beat the game. I had to return it. I ended up getting on the Wii Virtual Console later, and that's how I beat it. But
funny enough, I've gone through the first 2 Paper Marios recently, and then I've seen like Super onto like Sticker Star. I think the first Paper Mario is still the best, honestly. Like, I still need to go through like the Mario and Luigi brother games, because I'm really curious about those, honestly. But like the first Paper Mario is like holds up so well.
Really
mostly because there's not a lot of fucking backtracking. It's like Thousand Year Door, even the remake, which fixed some of the backtracking, there is so much of it. But the original Paper Mario, it's just, no, you're just going through it. Like, there is no like go back to this or anything. It's literally just, nope, new level, nope, new area, nope, new it's a constant new stream, and there's just none of that RPG like false extension.
It's been so long it's been so long since I played Paper Mario 2. Like I played it back on the GameCube. Like I was really, really sick, like really sick, to like where I got hospitalized and stuff like that. And during my time recovering, I just sat down and like played Paper Mario 2 for like 7 hours straight.
Oh, I can believe it. I will say it does have the better story too, but it's once again, it's like I can't tell if it's because I'm older or what, but it's like fuck backtracking nowadays. Like, don't artificially extend this game's life.
I mean, it's like so. It's like it's been a while, but I mean, it's also that concept where I didn't have a problem with Sticker Star.
Well, I think I've talked to this before. It's I have a problem with the combat detracting and being like interacting with the combat should not detract from your resources and allocated.
I was kind of annoyed with that in the beginning, but then when I there was a found that was really easy to like get the resources into the event where I could have used it, so it stopped being a problem. There's only one fight where it was actually a major issue, and that's because it turned all your stuff in there, and I had done it wrong. So I remember playing it, I only died one time in that fight, or that whole game. Is that one part?
Oh, don't get me. It's not that it makes the fights hard. It makes the fights wasteful. There's no reason to fight if you're not gaining like. Let me put it this way: it's like when you're in an RPG and most things, it's like when you get into a random encounter, you're not just irritated. It's like, oh, I'm going to get XP, or I'm going to get some items, or I'm going to get some crafting material. It's like you get something out of it. Sticker Star, you will generally spend resources to get the same resources back. You don't get XP. You don't get any like increased stats. Like the special like stickers and attacks like that you get from like a couple of random bosses or unlocks, right?
Yeah, if you find the 3D stuff. I figured out there was like a level towards the end where you can get like the infinite jump, and I just went back and forth into the stage and got a bunch of them, and I used it against the end boss and not get even touched.
Yeah, it's like the only reason obligatory elevator stage.
Yeah, unfortunately, when the obligatory elevator stage, it's weaker if the game doesn't let you throw enemies off of it. They should
Yep, no, I can understand that.
They should always let you throw enemies off.
But it's like I said, it's like with the exception of a couple of really good attacks and abilities, you really didn't interact with too much more of the fucking body slams. Die!
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it was the best, like, anywhere near the best. I just don't think it was bad. I just think it wasn't, like, it's definitely the weakest Paper Mario I played. But it wasn't a bad game, you know what I mean? Mind you, I haven't played, I have the one on the Wii U, but I haven't played it, and I haven't tried Origami King.
Okay, I've heard Origami King is it's good, but if you don't like the boss puzzle mechanics, it's can be irritating.
As far as the Mario and Luigi games go, I've beaten 1, 2, and 3. I have Dream Team, but I never played it. I never played any others after that.
Well, I think there's only one after. Oh no, there's Bowser's Inside Story.
That's
and
3. That's number 3.
That's 3.
That's 3. So it's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is 1.
No, it's not. Because
Yes,
the first boss is the Queen. The second boss is the alien mushroom thing.
Yeah, that's
and
the same
then
game.
What?
Yes, no, it is Superstar Saga. It's the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the first game it came out on Game Boy Advance. I have it. I have the physical cartridge in the box. They re-released it on the DS with a bonus mode.
Okay, what the fuck is with this guy?
He's one of the...
Are you just supposed to dodge until he gets done, or...?
We gotta hit him. Yeah, you see, you got him.
Oh, that was just his desperation thing, okay.
Yeah. So the first game is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and they re-released it on DS, a bonus stage. And then the second game is Partners in Time. And the third game is Bowser's Inside Story. The fourth game is the Dreaming Luigi one. something where Luigi does sleep. I can't think what it is.
Wait, that's not the third. That's not Bowser's Inside Story. Then, if that's the third one,
Bowser's Inside Story is the third one. Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time is number 2. Dream Team is number 4. Paper Jam is number 5. I have not played Paper Jam or Dream Team.
I swear Bowser's Inside Story is like the last one they ever made.
It's not.
Because
they remade it. It's the last one they remade.
Well, yeah, because I remember like the remake came out like 2 years after they released it.
Yeah, I have Dream Team. I have all of these games except Paper Jam.
All right, we will look it up in a later because I'm really curious about that right now.
You will absolutely be wrong because I know this one.
Yeah, and then we do also have the newest one, which is Brothership.
Brothership. I have not played Brothership either.
I have heard good things about that. I don't know what's wrong with it, but
I want to play it, but it's also one of those things where it's like, damn, it's $60. It's not really a problem for me financially. Honestly, it's just, you know, sometimes I just don't feel like dropping $60.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
Because as far as it goes, because I still need to buy the remake of a Paper Mario 2, and that.
Oh, Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, and when I was at a con, the con I'm going to next week. When I was at that con last year, they were trying this thing where they tried to get you to sign up for this game thing, and I ended up getting basically a half-off copy of Luigi's Mansion 2, brand new.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's like I beat the first one as a kid, and because I couldn't record it, I didn't play much of the second game, but I do have it on DS, and then I got my recording, so I haven't gotten around to it, so I didn't really need it, but I do want to play it, and then the third one as well, because I liked it more. I like Luigi's Mansion a lot.
No, Luigi's Mansion, isn't one of them like multiplayer too?
Yeah, the third one is, but I think it's local only. I could be wrong, but I think it's local only.
No, I can believe you because I was looking into one of the games like yesterday, like a day ago, and it was like, oh, it was like Pikmin 3 and 4 on the Switch are local co-op only. Which I think 3 is a re-release, so like, okay, I can understand that one, but 4? No, 4 should be fucking online multiplayer. Come on, guys. Come on, Nintendo.
Well, I mean, that might get an upgrade with the Switch 2 then. They added the Parsec mode for what's it called?
GameCube?
Well, no, not just GameCube, for Switch games. But I think it's something that they added in what is that game called? Super Mario Brothers 3D Worlds? It's the one where Mario can become the giant cat.
Oh yeah, because that's an expansion of a Wii U one.
Yeah, but so the Wii U game came out with the game, and then they added an expansion to it for the Switch. But still, the main game is on the Switch as well. That, and they added online multiplayer to it. They did that for Toad's Treasure Tracker as well.
All right, I can believe that. If it is, that's cool.
Yeah, well, that's one of the you know how they the Switch 2 has upgraded a few of their classic games. Like with the graphics and stuff and the playability.
Yep, I'm still waiting for the Xenoblade Chronicles X update because I know for the fact that one needs it.
Some of the updates they've added is the ability to play online co-op, like if it was Parsec. In fact, they might have just added Parsec. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look into it.
I mean, if Nintendo's paying for the license or paying the company, I'm fine with that. It's like.
Well, I mean, it's like, when I say I'm just using Parsec as the general concept, the idea is.
Yeah, I know. It probably
almost
is Parsec. It's because like we were doing it before.
Well, remote play is its own thing as well on Steam, so it could be anything, you know.
Yeah. Oh, just the concept. Like I love
that concept. I was upset during the 360 era that the arcade thing just didn't have built-in basically Parsec. Like I was like, because I had this game actually. There's on my 360 there's an arcade bundle where it's this game and a platforming game, and they can only play on local co-op only. And I was like, why can I not play this online? They had Streets of Rage 2 I downloaded, and you couldn't play that online. I'm like, why didn't they just add that? Like, bring back the classic games, let me play online. Like, why not add netcode?
Because I feel like the remote play or the parsecing, like however you want to call it or something, it's like for these classic games, it's like that's what you need because these obviously do not fucking eat up a goddamn ton of bandwidth. I would say
you were struggling so hard to position yourself to hit these things.
I was.
Pizza.
Cowabunga, man.
Pizza time.
I'm loving the Ken reference there.
Well, this isn't
the North Star.
Oh, so I thought you meant Ken like Street Fighter. Like this isn't the Street Fighter universe.
No, that's why I said it right afterwards. Like, oh, he's gonna think fucking Street Fighter. No, it's the you're already dead guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You are decently weeb enough to know the Fist of the North Star reference.
Yep.
Think about it this way. That means you're part of the old taku community.
I mean,
you are a old school otaku nerd weeb.
I am, but I didn't learn that back then.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I like a lot of like classic anime like shows and stuff. I would say the last 10 years have seen me like go dig into it. But at the same point, it's like there are some really good classics you should probably go back and watch from the old days still. Like even the ones with like the remakes, like Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Fuck.
Well, it's one of those ones where what's it called? See, I think my very first anime ever was Sailor Moon, like the Deke version.
I remember watching that as a kid. And my because I was living with my grandparents back then, and like they were watching me watch it, and it's like, why do you like this? The action's cool. Okay.
I was trying to think about I tried to get my one friend into it. He didn't like a bunch of my friends didn't like it, and I was like, I actually liked that the characters had emotion and story. It wasn't just goofing around like a lot of the cartoon like it is before things like Dragon Ball Z and stuff are around for me. So it's like
you saw a cartoon that actually had story to it for once, and that was a big thing.
Well, it's like there was a continuous story. It wasn't so I watched stuff like the Deke Sonic as well, and it had a little overarching story, but it was
Sonic Set, you mean?
Yes. No. Oh, well, yeah, that too. But yeah, but a lot of stuff.
I was gonna say it's like the other Sonic did not like the other two Sonics. Okay, I take that back. Technically, Sonic Underground did have a story.
I watched Sonic Underground on YouTube.
I have the DVD collection of that somewhere. I've never bothered to put it in, but it's just like I owned this. I don't know why I owned this, but I own it.
I own the Sonic Sat AM DVD collection because I found it at Walmart or something like a few months ago for $10, so I just bought it.
Yeah. But, which actually that does remind me. Did you remember the old show Ronin Warriors?
I remember seeing it, but I never watched it.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like they're actually doing a remake of that right now.
Isn't that really popular in Japan?
No, it didn't do. I think if I remember correctly, it did terrible in Japan. It did good in America.
Really? That's surprising.
Well, it's one of those weird shows where if you get well, you know who Jet Jaguar is in the Godzilla lore, right?
I don't know his lore, but I know who Jet Jaguar is.
Yeah, in Japan, he is hated. Nobody likes that fucker.
Really?
In America, he is one of the most favorited monsters because in Japan, he's an Ultraman ripoff. In America, who the fuck is Ultraman?
Fair enough.
More people know Jet Jaguar than they know the Ultraman lore, although with the amount of people getting into Kamen Rider now, that might change soon.
I don't really know Ultraman that well, but I did watch SS Gridman. And,
that's kind of a part of it, but not really.
I don't remember. It was Gridman and the other one, both the SSS. And at the end of the first one that came out, they absolutely did an Ultraman reference at the end.
Well, Gridman is an Ultraman ripoff, although I think it's made by the same company, so it's closer to an homage, I guess would be the term.
It was absolutely an homage because at the end he turns into Ultraman for a few minutes, and the way the music was playing, I was like, I don't know Ultraman, but I know that this is a reference, and I know that fans of this are exploding at how they frame this. Like, if I had nostalgia for this, I'd be going crazy. I could
trust me,
feel the nostalgia, and I had no nostalgia, and I could feel it. I was like,
that's the thing. The whole Gridman show was a throwback to old school Tatsunoko shows. Like, even the way they animated like the monsters and stuff would be how they would do it in like a live action setting.
Oh, I know. In Dynamon, that's it. Dynamon, the final enemy did the Godzilla tail flying thing.
Oh, that's cool. God damn it! Let me stand up.
Yeah, that's why we have super moves to say get off of us. Yeah,
that's what I did, but
they did the Godzilla on his tail flying kick thing. It was hilarious.
But no, that's kind of the weird thing. So like Royal Warriors, it's kind of the same concept with like Samurai Pizza Cats. Japan, nobody gives a fuck. Outside of Japan,
Did you hear that the Samurai Pizza Cat game coming out?
I think I sent you the trailer for that, man.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I think you
remember. It's like I love that old school shit like that, and it's just like. So what they're doing is they're remaking a lot of these shows that were popular in America but never took off in Japan, and then giving the Japanese the side of it, and they're seeing if they're going to catch on. Which, you know, I'm kind of curious about that because, I mean, like Pizza Cats, like that. Did you ever hear like what the original creators thought of it, or do you know like how that got dubbed? I should ask.
I know nothing. I saw it like once or twice on TV as a kid, and I did not like it.
I can understand, but okay, so you don't know the story of how this show was dubbed, then, do you?
Poorly, probably.
Oh, okay, you're not gonna like. This is like I have double checked on this, so this is all true. So because this was a Saban show, so when Saban got the rights to the show, they didn't have the script. None of the people who were doing the dialogue also spoke Japanese. So when they got the raw footage, they were told dub over it. So the entire story is the writers watching the show in Japanese and then coming up with the lines they think it should be.
Okay, that's kind of hilarious.
It's kind of recorded as the first technically abridged series. Or fan dubbing.
I kind of love that, actually.
No, that's why it's so cool. Well, the funny thing is in Japan, the show's a dime a dozen kids show, right? But like these are everywhere. This is everything else. So it just kind of it did okay. Come over to America again. What the fuck is this? Samurai Pizza? It's because they went with the instead of like the Japanese gag anime, they went with the most popular. All right, what's the? Yeah, it's Turtle. It's basically like let's do a Ninja Turtles since that's big. And it stood out enough, or in comparison to stand on its own.
I saw today on Reddit, someone posted there's like a picture. I guess there is there's a monument to the Ninja Turtles somewhere in Manhattan.
That's actually really cool. But okay, here's where the story gets extra weird though on that one, because like the Japanese side didn't do good. The American dub did good, so they started bringing that one over to Europe. And then it got so popular, it got brought back over to Japan, to where the original creators saw the show and signed off like, no, they have the better version than us.
Damn. Like the Japanese don't usually accept that.
Yeah, well, it's the guys who were making it. Like it was a, I don't want to say a budget show, but one of those. Okay, yeah. We need another child's mascot kids show. We don't give a shit.
I have the Goemon show on DVD, and I watched 3 episodes, and I'm like, I can't take any more of this.
Oh, because that's like also because that's the Kabuki like weird hero, isn't it? Goemon. Yeah,
Goemon. I played Goemon on 64. It was really fun, but it's also really hard.
I've seen a couple breakdowns on those. Like it feels like if you don't know the lore, you don't get like half the jokes. But
oh, dude, when I say I played it, I meant I was like 10.
So you didn't get any of the jokes?
No, me and my friend didn't get any jokes. Like if we didn't have the Game Shark thing that lets you save. We got to the end of the game, and something happened with our save file, so we lost it. And my friend refused to play through it again unless we like used the cheat codes for invincibility, and we just used it all the way. I remember having infinite lives and invincibility, and we still struggled in the final castle.
No, that's just how some of the old games go. It's like people want to say Dark Souls difficulty now, but back in the day it was memorize every fucking pattern or get screwed.
Well, that's actually not how Goemon was. You could buy lives and things like that. It was somewhat of an RPG.
Okay. So it was, you didn't go back and grind enough then.
Sometimes. Well, we would have to do it to go buy extra lives because we would just like we couldn't get through areas. It was a really unique game. I saw that they released a new game called Bakuro or something that is the spirit of Goemon.
Yeah.
I really wanted to like the anime, but oh my god, it's absolutely a little kid anime in Japanese, and I do not enjoy those.
Oh, no, trust me. It's like I'm having to go through one of those right now for the new season. It's not god awful, but it's like, yeah, this is a show made for that. I don't want to say like a little kid, but it's like an 8 to 12-year-old little boy.
Well, so the general concept is, so I haven't actually watched it myself, but my sister, like, you know, I have a niece I have a 1-year-old, 3-year-old, and 7-year-old niece, and my sister, like, I guess they watched Bluey or something with them, like one of those new shows, and from what I hear people saying, Bluey is pretty good in the whole, like, an adult can watch it and at least enjoy it type of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, it will, like, don't get me wrong, like, there is a difference between, like, this is meant for kids and this is a great show, but for all age, it's like going back and watching like a lot of old American classics, like the Eds can be enjoyed by an adult. A lot of early Cartoon Network stuff can be enjoyed by adults and kids equally.
Well, it's like I started watching Miraculous a little while ago, and that's enjoyable.
Oh, Marcus Ladybug?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah. So I enjoy. I'm caught up on that now, and but it's definitely for kids, especially the first season. But
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. I'm still on season 3 on that one.
I'm like they're like in the middle of a hiatus right now for season 6, and I guess they've been.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I still have the original Hawk Moth as like the big villain.
But they're like greenlit for season 16. Or 14 seasons.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I know the original creator had to leave because of dirtbaggery. Let's go with that.
I don't know anything about it, but I know that like they just announced just last week. Yeah, they had that thing called Miraculous Worlds, where like they have like different superheroes show up from they go to different regions outside of Paris, right? And they earn into superheroes. The next one is slated for Japan, and it's going to be an anime. It's not going to be like the 3D.
Well, did you ever hear the story? Okay, I love behind the scenes stuff. And Miraculous was originally supposed to be done like an anime. If you ever go back and see the episode series,
I've seen the trailer for the anime.
Well, have you ever seen like the episode where like they're talking about, oh, they made the Ladybug and Cat Noir movie? Like the poster for that was like a concept art for the original style of Ladybug.
Yeah, well, they also have the they released the Japanese trailer of the anime it was supposed to be.
Okay, I gotta catch up on that one because, like, while that did have a Monster of the Week feel to it, definitely for episode.
It still does.
It's like the ongoing story. It's I love that.
Yep.
Like you could have that Power Rangers Monster of the Week stuff, but it's like, give me at least a bit of a story to latch on to. Like,
well, so I don't actually know, but this is my suspicion. The first season, like, because he yelled out stuff like "I want to rule the world," but they changed his the villain, like Hawkmoth's motives, like midway through. So my general thought is that when it was like the first season was just kind of a pilot season, just everything was generic. Once they realized, okay, there's going to be more seasons, they started fleshing things out and making more complicated storylines.
Yeah, the only thing I'm mildly irritated with is I hate those like do they don't they relationships where they're constantly well, we can't commit to any of this or we can't do this.
Oh well, okay, well you'll be okay.
Yeah, I know that's not gonna stop. I know that's not gonna stop.
It did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Hey, Moonlight.
Hey, Moonlight. Yeah, it mostly stopped.
Okay, because like
I thought it was a good one where it's like because it was like an interesting like I liked it because it was an interesting take on the whole like instead of it being a love triangle, it's a love square between two people. I thought it was like such a unique.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. It's like I loved it. It's like I'm on season 3 of that. Oh, you're not okay this week? Sorry to hear that. And it's just like at that point I was just like, you guys have done this long enough. Go on.
Yeah, we beat the game.
Finish Final Fight offline. You got an achievement too.
Oh, Father, I was so scared.
I'm so glad to see they didn't hurt you. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I thought I lost you like I lost your mother. I'll never let anything bad happen to you again. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that, Moonlight.
I love you, Father.
You're too slow.
I'm not too slow. I'm the fastest thing alive. Oh, man. Low-grade cancer tumor? That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Hopefully they can treat it and they caught it in time.
Yeah, my mom had got diagnosed with cancer a few months ago, but they treated it and she's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we're waiting through the credits because
They got it in time.
even for slow games like this, you deserve the credits. Good on you, all you programmers.
Yep. Have the name, but I can't say it. Feel like cry. I can't say it either. I love that guy just beat the crap out of Cody. Where are you going?
Okay, let's see here.
Can you just walk away now? I want to stay here with you, Jessica. But I can't. Not while evil still stalks the streets. Oh, Cody. Going to lurk now? Alright, have a good lurk. Thanks for stopping by,
Yep.
Moonlight.
All
Hope
right, you are
feel
right.
a
It
little
was
bit better.
Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story, Dream Team, and Paper Jam.
Told you.
Mario and Superstar Saga, Bowser's Minions, and then finally Brothership.
Yep. I knew the answer. By the way, put your initials in. Oh, never mind. Timed out. Didn't have time to put it all.
Whatever.
Get some rest, Moonlight. Alright. So, okay, hold on.
All right, next one.
Alright. Alright, so which ones do you have? Is there one you'd like to play, or do you just want me to pick one?
Like, I'm curious about Warriors of Fate to see if it is related to the movie, but
Sure. I've never played this one, so we can go for it.
all right, let's try it. If it is, I'm gonna make you watch the movie afterwards.
God. I wanted to see that as a kid, and then when I watched the trailer for it as an adult, I'm like, oh god, I don't want to watch this.
It feels like a fun like Discord. Nope, it's not. Shane Low.
I remember good about trying to read it.
Oh, this is too quick for
Yeah,
you.
that's
This is just gonna be a scramble.
Yeah, so I'm not bothering.
Yep.
But yes, just so you know, Mike's Ladybug, the will they, won't they ends in the end of season 5.
Okay, because I watched Inuyasha as it came out back in the day. I'm not doing like.
So did I. But I feel like the premise for it works better in Miraculous because it's like
It
wasn't
definitely
because
does.
they're just will they, won't they. It's there's a reason they won't. You know, with the identities. The hell is going on?
You ever play Dynasty Warriors?
I mean, I have played Dynasty Warriors, but I'm like, I've never like. Oh, so this is how. Okay, click in. That's how they do. They can pick your characters. Jeez, this is pretty high wire. I'm on player 2. Okay, so do you know who you want to play?
Okay, we'll go with the. Let's go. Let's look for my color. I'll go with blue.
Well, I got 5 colors. Yeah. Okay. I'll be green then. Because for some reason we're on a time limit. Like, damn, this one is like on fast motion, which is surprising. You summoned a horse.
Did I summon a horse or did I?
You summoned the. It was in the treasure chest. Yeah, like I said, I've never played this one myself.
Oh, just impaling the motherfucker. Die, die.
Some of the
Pie Riders go.
Some of the older games can be are pretty violent. Like the Battletoads arcade game is very crude.
Oh, Battletoads being crude? You don't say. Not like there's a reputation there.
The arcade one is the crudest of all of them. Like, it's way cruder than the actual console games.
How do I turn around? There we go. I'm just saying, it's a franchise known for being crude, so...
I mean, it's extra crude and extra violent. The arcade version really goes above and beyond in it.
Oh, I like my specials are charge in this.
It might be just because you're on the horse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I'm on the horse, it's a charge. Although to turn around, I need to hold a.
Ow.
You know, a little piece of me has been wanting to actually go through and play the old Dynasty Warriors again. Like, did you ever play those back in the day, or have you played any of the other Warrior games?
I played a little bit of one of them on the PS2, and I played a little bit of one of them on the PS3.
I mean, the Warrior games were pretty consistent up until ooh, that's my special. They were pretty consistent up until this last generation, I would say, and even in this last generation, they still had quite a few.
You know, as far as the Warriors games go, I just want to
it's kind of turned into like a. All right, go ahead.
I've never gotten around to it because I have it on the Wii U, but I want to get the Switch version, so I want to play the Zelda ones.
Oh, Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
The first one's good for like a kind of Warriors like the Warriors genre feel. The rest of them turn into a little bit story heavy, which if that's more your thing, no problem. If you like just the mindless Warriors grind, it's also fine.
I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's one of those ones I want to. It's just one of those series that because I love Zelda, and it's just like I haven't gotten around to it. And I know there's going to be another one coming out for the Switch 2. That was announced.
I think it's already out.
It's not.
Because it's the one that gives you the Tears of the Kingdom backstory, isn't it?
I guess so. I haven't played Tears of the
Well,
Kingdom
okay,
yet.
Here's the thing. It's like the original Hyrule Warriors is just a, hey, what if all the Hyrule, all the Zelda games were... Oh, that was sweet. Like, what if all the Hyrule, what if all the Zelda games were happening right now, all at once?
Oh, I know. It's just like I haven't played them myself, and
Well, it's like that's what only the first one's like. The second one is. All right, let's try someone else. Kaiman.
it's one of those ones with like, yeah, I know most of these things, but like, I know that the new one for the Switch 2 is not out yet.
Okay,
It
but
doesn't
well,
have- doesn't have a
I
release
was
date yet for it.
well, what I was going to say is the second one onward is. So you've played Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Nope,
And
I have not.
all right, have you played Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I beat Breath of the Wild.
Okay, so the second game is the like story of like how Calamity Ganon came to power and destroyed the kingdom, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and like how they fought it with the giants and all that. It's explaining that. The new one coming out is explaining what like the backstory of the original Ganon in the Tears of the Kingdom timeline.
I see. Like, so
So if you
I want to play Tears of the King, but I'm waiting to get a Switch 2 for it. Like my buddy Niche, my buddy Niche could technically just get it, sell me his if I ask him, because he has a second one that he hasn't gotten back yet. And then my one coworker came in on Friday and he's like, "Hey, I just bought my Switch 2." Like they'd gotten another shipment in them at GameStop, like right by where I live. I could have gone over and tried to get one. It's like I'm not like right now. I only care about playing some of the upgraded versions of the games. I don't really care that much about the actual anything else.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like if I got that, I might get the like the upgraded like online just for like the GameCube and a couple other things. And like I want to play the new Mario Kart, but at the same point, I'm kind of more intrigued about the new Sonic racing game than I am the new Mario Kart.
Yes, oh my. Well, so for me, if I had to pick any of the racing games that are out, it's gonna be Kirby's Air Ride.
Oh yeah, it's like I was
Ow.
Oh, this. Nope. Nope, I'm off again. All right, let's try not that guy.
Yeah.
Boy, that's you on the horse.
The game I got most excited for was Kirby's Air Ride.
Oh yeah, no questions on that. I'm right there with you. I was actually gonna suggest we maybe do the GameCube one at some point.
I'm for it. I love Kirby's Air Ride.
Although I'm not sure if they're going like. I feel like if they're going to release the okay, this guy's bomb shit needs to stop. If they're going to release the new one and it's like they're having the virtual console up, it's like put the original one on there, guys. Put it on there. Just do it. Just do it.
Did I just bite that guy?
I think you did.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love Kirby's Air
El
Ride.
Hayes goes down.
I haven't played any of the newer Sonic racing games, but I heard they're good.
From what I hear is they're not done badly. They just do not have the content, kind of thing. What button are we hitting?
It looked like we were spinning and just button mashing the punch, I guess. I'm spinning the joystick as well.
Okay, I was not doing that. Okay, yeah, the computer just kicked our asses, apparently.
Yeah. I want to be that big guy with the hammer.
Are they running from us, or are they...
I don't know. Mace.
Here we go. Boom. Although I don't remember much about Kirby's Air Ride other than like there was the open world map mode to where
Yep.
you like could collect your...
Yeah, that's called city mode or city trial.
Yeah.
So the game has 3 modes. It has the normal racing mode. It has this top-down mode that you can go over top of it, and then it has the city trial mode. It's like when I was at a con 2 years ago, the one I'm going to this next week. They had 4 GameCubes linked up, and we were all playing it in the city trial mode.
Wait, did that have online play?
No, what it had was Mario Kart, Double Dash, and Kirby's Air Ride had this thing where you can land your GameCubes together, and everyone have their own screen.
Oh.
With Mario Kart Double Dash, you could land together 8 TVs and basically have 8 people playing on it, and it would let you play like 2 people per thing, so you could have like 4 carts, but with 8 players playing.
Yep. All right, Nintendo, listen here, Nintendo. Double Dash better be on that fucking emulator at some point. Like, above any of the games that people want to see on the Nintendo ROM emulator, which fucking Soul Calibur is one of the ones they started with.
I'm actually
the
okay
fuck
with
is
that.
with that?
I mean,
Well, it's like it's
people-
not bad, but it's like it's a really odd choice to start with.
I don't know about that. I mean, they gave us a racing game, they gave us a fighting game, and well, what's the other one? It was
Wind Waker.
yeah.
One
people
which everyone's been screaming at them to fucking. Oh, we're on a time limit here.
give the HD version. Oh, every stage is
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah, because there's
I have that on the
one
Wii U.
really big. There's one really big difference between the standard version and the HD version. And do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's a time you get to save with the whole single quest, and they have like a cape thing that or a sail that lets you move around faster.
Yeah.
I have I have it on the Wii U. I have my Wii U. So.
All right. Common. All right. I think I gotta be Porter next. No, I was just Porter. God damn it. I meant to be your guy.
But yeah, I mean, I understand. Like I know you already saw what games they have listed on there. I'd have to look again. but,
Actually,
like,
I don't know what their future ones listed are.
oh, they have a few of them. So they have Pokemon Gale of Darkness.
Yes, which not Coliseum's not with though.
That they have
They-
that on
they're
there as
putting
well.
this-
They have that as well.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay,
are
because
on there.
Gale of Darkness is a direct sequel, which I was not aware of for the longest time.
I didn't know that either. But I remember both of those are definitely on there.
Yeah, no, as they should be. I'm surprised the Bait and Ketos games aren't on there.
Well, they did just re-release those. Those aren't Nintendo owned, so and they just
Yes, they are. Those are Monolith Soft.
So okay. General concept is I don't expect any games that you can technically purchase. I don't think they're going to be on there. You know what I mean? Or anything
Did the
that causes
oh
competition.
Bait and Ketos got the yeah? You're right. They did just get that collection a little while back, didn't they?
Yeah, it's the same reason I don't.
Wait,
like,
did they?
Yeah, they did. They came out.
Or did only one of them get the remaster?
They both got it.
Oh, okay, I might have to look into those because, well, long list of RPGs I want to play on this channel. I need. Yeah.
I don't remember, but there's like the list they had of games that are coming for the GameCube were really good. So, like they were like,
Like that's the thing. Like the people like the GameCube did not win that generation, but it had a good library. Like it had a small library, but it had a good library. Like there were some people say there are some hidden gems on the PS2.
what,
There are
yeah.
some fucking hidden gems on the GameCube. God damn.
Well, I think the general concept is we're not going to see ones that will compete. Like the concept that they didn't put Melee on there, like as a launch, is surprising. But so either they intend to have another Smash, or they intend to or it's just caused so much complaints and stuff that they just didn't want to deal with it.
Yep.
So it's hard to say.
Ooh, they're sending the hot ninjas after us now.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like they didn't release like I feel like they're putting Mario Sunshine on there since you can't just go buy the HD collection anymore. Since they had that weird time limit.
A
thing.
little piece of me really wishes I would have picked like that up back when they were selling it.
I did pick it up because I knew that it would end up becoming something that people can't get because that was like Nintendo's plan, which is stupid that they did to begin with. It was also like really weird because like I was playing the N64 version of Mario 64, and like because of its HDness, like when the model changes for when certain sliding things, it's really visible. I'm like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're talking about that, but it's at the same point, I don't mind the limited run because it kind of reminds me of like when Disney used to do like their limited release, like the VHSs. It's like they put out a fuck ton of it. Like scalpers were not getting that collection,
Oh yeah, they definitely.
which
put
I know
out-
it was.
So the general concept is like I understand what you're saying 100%, but people like it's a little common like one like there was no reason for it to be limited, but if you wanted to have it limited, aside from that, it's like aside from being limited for no reason, it's like $60 for 3 games where like if you look at the original Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo, like those are all completely remade from the ground up thing of the classic games, so it kind of like it just kind of depends on how you feel about it. I didn't really care too much, but like at the same time, it's like Nintendo games never drop in price.
Nope, never. That's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I would be okay with that whole $80 price tag thing if they drop. If you could wait for them to drop in price. No, but I would buy the $80 ones when I really want to play it day one, and for the ones I don't, be like, no. No, wait and pick them up.
Well,
later.
it's also the thing too. It's like, I guess somebody else was bringing this up. It's like, I would even say the problem is it's the $80 games. Like, okay, yeah, that's a bit of a price increase, but games have been pricier back in the day. It's nobody has the fucking time or the money to play anything fucking right now.
Well, it's not even that. It's like in my case, it's like the idea that yeah. So I look at the, if you go, I went to Target today, right? And if you go in there, there's like the Xbox section is completely empty. PlayStation games are like half empty, and then the Switch version is just full of games. I'm like, yeah, the Switch, and I'm like, I want to play some Switch games, and like I'd like to pick up the other Pikmins, but I'm not like too like, oh my god, I want to play Pikmin. I enjoyed playing it, but it's not like a top priority game series for me, so I would like to not pay full price for it. It's one of those ones where I'd like to wait for those to lower in price to try them. But
yeah,
like, you know, there's the games that you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play I'll pay full price for the next Mario game. I'm not gonna pay full price for Pikmin. Not gonna pay like full price for like franchises that I'm not sure if I want to play them. You know what I mean?
let's go play an $80 ARMS game.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the kill that game? I heard it was just like the net code was fucking awful on that.
I never played it, but it looked interesting at least.
It was either, I forget, it was either the net code fucked it or the one of the like the DLC character they dropped for it was just utterly broken. So like the online play just got completely sidelined.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But it's just one of those things where it's like I'd like to pick those games up, you know, and like things like that to play them if I get the opportunity. Like obviously, like I don't have a lot of time to play all things, but and I think like, and then you know you have like Kigu going nuts about like pricing in general. So I started playing Exposition 33 last night.
Okay,
I only played it for an hour and a half, and damn, it's really good.
Yeah, no, it's I'm pushing that to my next top game just because
Kigu's whining.
I've heard nothing but great things of it, and it's like as much as I like, because it's basically taking over the next chapters of Deltarune, which I can kind of just circumvent the memes and all the stuff going on. Like as much as I kind of want to be completely spoiler free on that, it's like I know it's gonna pop up. It's also not finished, so.
Well, in my case, it's like I was like I need to get back to playing Digimon for the review and stuff like that, and it's like I need to get back into these longer RPGs for the videos, but it's like Kigu is really pushing for that one, and for him to be like, I know he's like trying to distract himself right now, but for him to be going that hard on the game, it's like all right, it looks good, I'll try it. And I was playing for about an hour and a half last night, and I'm like, damn, this is really good. Like they got me invested already. I'm like, holy crap. Okay. And I looked at how long it's gonna take to beat, and I'm like, damn. There goes my extra free time. Need to sit down and write the other two videos.
Wait, which other two are you even talking about?
I need to finish writing the Pompous and Celine video. I have it half written. I need to finish writing the Gal Guardians 2 video. And I need to finish the River City Girls 0 video.
Was he feeding off that? What?
Who knows?
Did the nerd do a review of this collection or something?
No.
Okay, because it's like I'm playing this game and it's like a lot of memories that stuff I should not know are coming up. So I've watched a review of this game at some point. I don't know where.
That's surprising because other than this one channel I like called Co-op, Coin Co-op or something, where they talk like they just mentioned briefly mentioned co-op games. I saw this one in there, and that's the only way I knew it from.
Well, it's like I'm remembering like little bits about like the character designs and like the different things. It's like, oh yeah, I know this. Why the fuck do I know this? I don't should have known this. I never played this game.
You know, I was just sitting there thinking of stuff like, 'cause, like this is like a 3-player one. And I know like a few times I thought to myself like, just having it at like grabbing Kiku and having us having an arcade night where we play some 3-player games. So I have a handful of them.
Yep. Yeah, this one sure. Yeah, this one does love to throw the. This I would make the Dynasty Warriors comparison before, but this game really does just throw fucking chumps at you like crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like when it comes to, so it didn't seem like we were fighting many enemies in that game last week, right?
Yeah.
So that was the limitation of the hardware. Most of the Super Nintendo beat 'em up don't have a lot of enemies because of the limitations. The arcade versions always throw armies at you.
I decapitated that motherfucker.
That was me.
Okay, it was you because I did my ultimate like right next to him too, so I wasn't quite sure on that.
But yeah, like the I found with the arcade. What's this? I found with the special TMNT collection of Ninja Turtles. You can mess with the options for the arcade game, and it has a super mode where there's like 10 times as many enemies as normal. But there's usually not more than like 3 or 4 with like the Super Nintendo game. Like, because like when I was growing up as a kid, I always thought to myself like, I remember trying to say like, can I put a I tried like plugging in a multi-tap into Turtles in Time to see if I could play it with 4 players. So I always remembered as a kid going, I remember playing this with 4 people. Why don't I understand? Why can't I play with 4? I remember doing that. It wasn't.
Are we supposed to keep going? Are we supposed to?
Yeah, we had to wait till we got there. Gotta save the innocents. And then when I discovered emulation of arcade games, I found out that you could I played the Turtles arcade game, and I found like, oh, it's the arcade one that's 4 players. Oh, okay. And some of the bosses are different. Like the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time, Shredder goes super at the end, but he doesn't go super at the end of the arcade version.
Wait, so the Super Nintendo has more stuff and the arcade version has less?
Yes. Well, sort of. So the Super Nintendo version changed the one boss from Cement Man to Slash, and Slash is super hard. Wait,
the turtle?
Yeah, with the black headband.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I know him from the Nickelodeon Turtles show.
Oh, he's in a bunch of different Turtles. But yeah, Slash is in there. Then instead they added a pirate stage, or no, they switched in the pirate stage in the arcade version. The bosses were Toka and Razor from the movie. They added in a completely brand new Technodrome stage and made them the bosses, and made Rocksteady and Bebop the bosses as dressed up as pirates.
Oh, that's cool.
They changed, so instead of just being the sewer stage, just the sewer and the future stages were originally just more stages, just you're on hover skateboards, but they're just the same thing. They changed them to be like bonus games where you would say like one of them's a mode 7 thing where you have to hit enemies, and the other one's like a side-scrolling one where you have to dodge stuff and hit enemies. So they changed it up. The controls are way tighter in the Super Nintendo version, and like I said, they changed the end boss from normal Shredder to Super Shredder, and he's got a completely
gotta
different
love
pattern.
the old Mode 7 stuff. It's basically the mandatory turret segment of the old Super Nintendo era.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the Super Nintendo version goes, the Super Nintendo version is better gameplay-wise. It's the arcade version. Turtles Time is only the advantage it has is it's 4 players instead of 2, and it has a few more animations for enemies and ending points, and a few more sound effects. But gameplay-wise, it's arguably better for the Super Nintendo. And everyone's like, Konami, you did that with Ninja Turtles. Why didn't you do that with Simpsons or X-Men?
All right, if I gone through everybody, I think I have. All right, let's go back to the bow guy.
one because I know we're playing this one as the Capcom beat 'em up collection, but personally I think when it comes to beat 'em ups in this era, Konami are the ones who really killed it. Capcom were good.
Oh yeah.
But Konami were top dogs.
Well, they also had the license games back then too. Though it's good to see Konami starting to try to rebuild their gaming department. It feels like.
Yeah. As much as I like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like bring back some of your games.
Oh, you're telling me the fact that fucking Suikoden 1 and 2 got a fucking remaster like blew my goddamn mind.
I saw that today, or was that the collection I saw?
It's a collection because it's 1 and 2 on one thing. But it sounds like they did do a redo on some of it. Although I wanted to watch a better review on it before I bought into it because the Suikoden series is.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Oh, it was Konami's answer to Final Fantasy. And okay, do you know what the biggest gimmick of the Suikoden series is?
No.
It's called the 108 Stars. It's some kind of Chinese mythology thing. I do not know the story of it specifically, but basically in the entire game there are 108 recruitable characters in every Suikoden game.
Jeez.
But not all of them are like, party members. Some of them are like, yeah, no, I'm a blacksmith for your base, or I'm the upgraded blacksmith for your base, or like. I shouldn't say upgraded, because generally the way it goes is like, oh, you want to get better stuff, you better find a new blacksmith, or depending on which game it is, it'll do different things. Like in 4, the entire game is based off you being on like a ship, and you basically have a massive flagship that's your hub for the entire game. So like the more people you recruit, the stronger your ship gets in like battles. Like, oh, you'll get more elements for your cannons, or you can turn faster, or like this guy has a magic root of some kind. Which, fairly interesting on that end. The other big thing I would say to it is all of the Suikoden games are I don't want to say one story, but they're all part of one world. Which, with maybe the exception of the DS, but the DS one's weird to begin with. And you can actually technically see like the world change from each game, because it's one of those not every game will take place in like the same country or with the same problems, but they'll all take place like next to each other.
Yeah.
So I think it's because of the actions of 4, when you get to 5, it's like, oh yeah, no, these true rune cannon, like the rune cannons, which were like the dominant weapon in 4 that you end up destroying the technology for at the end, they're gone. So it's like the high sea guys, like, yeah, we really don't have like the power to like do naval combat anymore. We have to do boarding actions because we can't use cannons now. We lost gunpowder. And it's interesting to see the world evolve between like game to game.
I'm just thinking to myself, because I'm thinking like they released that collection. Wait, I don't know if Konami's really been making new games, but they've been releasing collections like there's no tomorrow.
Oh,
the
yeah.
The Castlevania collection, the Contra collection. Oh no, that's Capcom. The Yu-Gi-Oh collection, the TMNT collection. Didn't they just release another collection just the other day?
Hey, Bruce. I'm not too sure, but the other thing I'll say about that's interesting about Suikoden is the order of their stories, because the first game in the storyline is 3, followed by 4, Tactics, and 5. And then 1 and 2, the first 2 of this fucking franchise, are actually at the tail end of the series. So almost all of the other games are prequels.
We're all right. Oh, did we both die at the same time?
Yeah, I think we did. I'll go with Porter.
I'm this guy again. How are you tonight, Bruce? Are you once again on the path of exile? Suddenly is not as good. Wait, what?
Oh, are you talking about Path of Exile? It kind of, I've heard the last patch for the 2 was kind of fucked that over from a buddy of mine.
I just seen on there that that's all Bruce has been doing. You both just died.
Yeah, no, I've been
It
trying to
happens.
lurk on that.
Yeah,
Well, I think he's been doing one. Yeah, this game is brutal.
the grind is on. Oh, grinding.
Hey, I told you what. Those are what those. What are those ones? Are those ARPGs?
Yep.
Yeah, that's all that shit is. Like,
By the way, you said that this game is
It's-
brutal. I don't know about that.
I've used a lot of continues. I've gone through the full roster already.
Okay, so let me put it this way. So have I, but so it feels like, it doesn't feel as unfair because we actually have 2 lives. It's not like a quarter, and like we can actually take a few hits. So this game actually feels, beat 'em up wise, feels pretty fair. Mind you, yeah, we're
I'm
still
not saying
dying.
it's fair.
Like
I'm
crazy.
just saying it's like we're dying like fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, well I'm also not like not going hardcore into it. I'm not like sitting there like really,
Yep.
because we have infinite lives. I'm not sitting there like fully focused. You know what I mean?
Yep, you're not locked in.
No, because I don't need to be. Like I can play and do better and like, but when you to play strategically, it's not as fun.
Nope.
Lift up beefier characters, or yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is that old school '90s like samurai Chinese, like I don't want to say like warrior, but you know how like that '90s like buff feel. Like even the Japanese were kind of going through their life felt phase.
Yeah. But this thing, I miss it because like there's some grit and stuff to these older games that that they're too afraid to do nowadays. Like sitting here like me biting this guy. Like they're just I like seeing like I love seeing some of these what is it? Stuff that would get you canceled nowadays stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it was clearly never meant to be insulting back then, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of fun to see. Man, yeah. You have a rainbow
Oh no,
blue?
magic sword. Never got to use it.
It's a shame. What if this is the end boss?
I don't think, because I think we have like 3 more areas to go through. Oof. Now, Bruce, you a fan of that old school style too? Did you happen to hear that? Oh, actually, Bruce, do you remember the old Ronin Warriors show?
That was before his time.
Yeah, maybe. Because I'm excited for that remake. I sure don't. Yeah, that was a '90s Toonami special.
To fight each other.
Oh, we're fighting each other. Ah, both of the exact same thing. Oof.
This was a thing in what are they called?
Oof.
Double Dragon, and it's even harder than Double Dragon 2 because like you could do self builds and stuff like that, and
Oh.
his build was so hard to get through. And he also, I couldn't get his power build always took me out. Dang.
Oh,
So
sliver.
The super
I'm in
hits
such-
don't land.
Such.
Like 'cause you tried to get me with your super like 3 times, so I tried to finish you off with that one because it was in the corner and didn't land. There's a
Yeah, I don't think we could have supered there.
Barcade title theme like 80s, including machines. Cool. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, those are popping up a lot more. I have a couple around me. I have one that you can just pay for and you're good for like the whole day once you go into it. But then we also have one that's like, no, we're quarter base, and it's like,
Oh, so like so the con I'm going to, like, also like Too Many Games has a huge arcade and it's on free play mode. And I sat there and just went through this really crazy light gun game one time. and just played it. Like my fingers hurt afterwards. How much shooting it was. I have no idea what it was called. But the cool thing was at one point I picked up, since it was free play, I picked up both guns and just firing with both of them. I'm like, the hell with this, dual wielding, baby.
Blab blab.
Until someone came up and said, hey, like halfway through, like, hey, can I play too? And I'm like, yes. And I handed him the other controller. For what it's worth, I feel like the damage in this is very fair. For beat up standard, this is very fair. So like you play Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
So the Japanese version of Simpsons is much more fair than the American version.
Well, there was also like in the 90s and stuff, like there was this weird concept that American gamers liked their games like much harder.
Yeah, but it's also just not fair. So the better one example is X-Men, right? And
Yeah.
X-Men arcade game, if you use your special, you it drains your health, right? But if you do it like 3 times, then you don't have enough health to do it again. But you have these 2 orbs that you could use that would use up after it. So basically you could fire it off like your special 3 times, you'd be low on health, and then you can use the orbs. And then basically next hit you're dead. Well, in the Japanese version, you use the stupid orbs first, so you don't have to go, so if you decide to use it after that, then you're deciding, oh, now I'm going to waste my health. Also, you could pick up
that's a lot.
orbs. And they had health drops. The English version doesn't have health drops, doesn't have orb drops, and like I said, you use your health before, not after, because they wanted you to die.
Spend those quarters. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit like that. Like I think the one I'm most familiar with that's just absolutely jank is the Mega Man X7. I think X5 to an extent too. They just decided to, all right, all the bosses have 3 times the health.
Yeah, but that's different because
Or it's like you.
But that wasn't in arcades though. That was.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it was one of those things that American gamers got a reputation for being like, oh, these guys are they like that challenge. They grew up with the arcades.
Which is weird considering like Mario 2 got changed because they said the original would be too hard for Americans. Same with Final Fantasy Legends. Or Mystic Quest. That was made because they're like, oh, Americans, they can't handle playing RPGs. Make a baby mode.
Well, there was a weird... Which is funny because like the biggest RPGs in the world at that time were American exclusives, like the Ultima Wizard series, all that stuff so early on.
Oh,
it's like those...
We learned something about
Oh my
Bruce
god! That was brutal, man.
Yep. We just learned something
Just
about
started
Bruce.
chewing on his jugular.
Bruce likes it hard.
Our kink is pain. Yeah, not anymore. It's like as much as people like the Souls and stuff like games, like I can't get into those styles.
I do. Okay, so
like the only reason
yeah, go ahead. Say it first.
I was gonna say it's like the only reason I liked Strangers in Paradise was because it didn't have that unrelenting brutal difficulty to it.
Oh, see, I like Souls games, but like what people call Souls difficulty isn't that it's specifically hard. It's that it doesn't like you don't. It's challenges. And the older games, I've played a lot of retro games. Retro games are hard because once you die, you lose all your progress. It almost feels unfair. When it comes to like Souls, they made it so it's super hard, but you don't lose, but you get to keep your progress.
Beat your head against this wall.
Yeah, but it's still more fair because you can save and like there are ways to get around it. And even if you get stuck in a part in Souls, you can go somewhere else usually. In old school beat 'em ups, it's like, oh, you died, just go ahead and replay the entire game.
Yep.
And it like old school beat 'em ups or old school difficulty feels more unfair in general. Souls feels difficult but fair. Like there's repercussions for failure in Souls. Like, oh, you lost all your experience that you didn't use up first, stuff like that. It's like, so dying has penalties, where a lot of games don't, like, how to put it, but like a lot of good platformers now won't have penalties for death. Like you can immediately restart, but it's challenging to get through, so you have to get good at it. So it's still challenging and fair, but it's not
it's like, how like the Ratchet and Sly games do it.
Yeah, which I'm okay with now. It's like I'm trying to think.
No, I don't want to play the whole level again after I lose this one time.
It's also like what is that game with the little red-haired girl with the dashing in the air?
Redhead girl dashing in the air. Well, I'm blanking. I don't know what you're talking about.
She climbs a mountain. She fights the shadow version of herself. It's a really good game. Really good game. Damn it, what is the name of that game?
I'm trying to. I think of like that Robo Dinosaur game, but it's like I don't think that's what you're talking about.
Definitely not. It's a 8-bit style game. Oh, Bruce is kind of getting it. Celeste. I'm thinking of Celeste.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Bruce. Okay, so Celeste is like a platforming puzzle game, and you die and die. Like I died hundreds of times, but you die and you instantly restart. Like so, like even though you get frustrated, you don't have time. You're right back in there. You don't have to go to a load screen or go back. It's just bam, you know. And then all the extra stuff that are extra hard to get to aren't mandatory for anything. Incredibly good game. Absolutely. Celeste was so good. Bruce, if you haven't played it, there's a Celeste 64, which is an N64 style one that's made by the same creator. It's free. Check it out. It's really fun. It's like
I'll look into that myself.
System. Yeah, I beat it. I 100%.
I know for a while when I was going to, one of the things I did want to do with my channel too was I wanted to have a game challenge mode because it was something I used to do with me and my buddies. It was like I would find these old school games that you could beat in a day. It's like they're the old school like Nintendo Advance, those kind of things. It's like you could beat this in one sitting, no problem. Do it on my stream. Here's your money. Like you want a money challenge? Try this. Oh my god, there's 2 more after this. Man, this one takes a while. Although looking at it, we haven't been playing this one as long as Final Fight.
Yeah. Well, like I said, remember these
picks. Would you ever like to try one of my challenges like that?
Sure. Like I told you, remember, like my original idea for streaming was to have an arcade challenge thing where you play this and like say you can only die this many times. So when my debut stream, my very first stream, I did this arcade challenge where I was playing the Turtles arcade games, right? The idea was I took control of all 4 turtles at once. I made it so I had control of all 4 of them, and I gave every turtle 40 lives, right? But I had to beat both games. And with 40 lives. So basically when I got through Turtles 1, I had about 17 lives left. So I had to play through Turtles in Time with 17 lives for each turtle. And I was not able to get through both. Yeah, Bruce, look up...
Oh, no, when I meant lives, I meant like I was actually going to like, here's a, like, beat this and I'll give your channel a certain amount of subs in this amount of time.
This was before I really knew how Twitch and subs were working. This was just an idea that I had. When I was, one time I was at we had my friend had a modded Xbox, and we had a thing where one of like he had all the games for Super Nintendo on there, and the idea was like the person would close their eyes and go up and down, and another person would say now, and they'd stop on the game, and the challenge was you have to beat the first level without dying. It could be any random game.
Ooh.
One of the guys lucked out and got Power Rangers, and it was super easy.
But okay, so the whole premise, if you want to do it too, the whole premise was, I was going to give you 3 options: easy, normal, or hard. And depending on like what the difficulty was, I would pay out more if you could beat it in the 3-hour stream time.
Probably could, honestly.
Well, it depends on. Do you think you would want to try it?
Yeah, I suppose so. But is it a game that actually can beat in that time frame?
Yes, if I remember correctly, like the full run on the game I'm talking about and its versions, there'd be the change for the difficulty are only like 30 minutes.
Name one of those games.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, there's no way in hell. I already know I can't beat Ghosts and Goblins in that time. I've tried.
Let me tell you, that's the easy game.
Damn. Let's see. So I had an old roommate, and one time we sat down and we tried doing Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. We could not. We beat Ghosts and I remember playing the Genesis emulator, and I got really far, but we didn't do it. And then me and my same friend, we handed the controller off playing the original Ninja Gaiden. We could not get past the final boss. We got to the end, but we could not get past the final boss. Because you have infinite continues in the first Ninja Gaiden. You don't have it in the other ones, apparently.
Yeah, I remember the first one is like I just heard about being brutal. Also, didn't Team Ninja actually announce a new Ninja Gaiden game?
Yep.
Or was Konami just remaking like the original collection?
No, the new one.
Which will be it because the last one was on the 360.
On the DS, actually, I think. Ninja Gaiden Black 3 or something. It might have gotten ported to the 360, I don't know.
Well, I just remember like there was like the full 3D one like on the 360 or something. It was like just before they made like another M.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's supposed to be pretty good, but it's supposed to be extremely
Like I heard.
violent.
Oh, I've heard great things about it. I've just heard it's like, yeah, no, it kept the difficulty, or at least kept a good chunk of the.
I can't
What do you
say
mean, go to the right?
I can't say we have to go down. I can't say I've played any of the Ninja Gaiden Black games. Actually, I barely played any of the Ninja Gaiden games.
I've never played any of them.
Me neither. Other than the first one.
Just kicked my way through the door.
Yeah, that's what these kind of games are, you know.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where like people talk about games. The arcade generation just like that's one thing I like about gaming in general. Is every generation has its own feel, you know.
Yeah.
And there's never been a feeling quite like the retro arcade games. Like, yeah, playing the beat-em-ups can go a little too long at times. If you play like playing beat-em-ups are fun, but like go back to back they get monotonous. So they're good ones where you can just chat and BS.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
have
definitely.
you ever played Rampage World Tour?
Okay, those I have. I played the sequel. Is that the where you have to rescue all the three monsters from the previous game?
That's Rampage World Tour. I played a little bit of that when my friend had it, but I'm pretty sure it's basically the same thing. But like Rampage World Tour, like it's been remade like twice. Like I played it in arcades as a kid, and did not get very far. It was like a quarter killer. The PS1 version, like is only 2-player. The N64 is 3-player, and the arcade is 3-player. And like, man, it gets monotonous. It's like it's funny, but it kind of loses it along the way, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Are we in hell?
Probably.
Well, okay, the underworld. Oh, the underworld's full of hot ninja chicks. I can live with that. Dab you in your demonic possession. I don't fucking know. I assume we're trying to stop an evil warlord or daimyo, depending on the reason. I think this is China.
I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time playing this one. This is not one of the This is actually one of the more normal arcade style beat 'em ups I played. Like the arcades so a lot of the craziness that you know how Japan can go real crazy sometimes, but we usually don't get that in America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to the arcade games, they brought the crazy over.
Oh yeah. No, it definitely feels like that's kind of what I love. It's
yeah, but this isn't the crazy. I think Ninja Baseball Batman.
This is the
craziest.
shonen action. This feels like Basilisk Light.
It's like as far as like what's
You
on this
don't know that
collection,
one, do you?
I don't. As far as this collection goes, I think Battle Circus is probably the weirdest one on here. Because there's a game where you can play as a baby riding a mech and a ninja mummy.
Oh, we get the boss rush point.
I don't know, are we? Is he a boss that we fought before?
I'm not entirely sure. The bosses from this haven't like
Yeah,
the only one Yeah, it's like there was the big guy that was just a level, and then we had the dual guys. That's about all I remember for the bosses.
And that boss that's just the 3 hot chicks.
Oh yeah, the 3 hot chicks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm trying to think of a really crazy one. Let's see what's the crazy one for it. Yeah, the Ninja Baseball Batman are crazy one.
Well, I know, like, I was watching, like, you and Kiyu do, like, one of the newer Double Dragon games, and, like, I know that got absolutely nuts after, like, level 2 or something.
Yeah, Double Dragon Neon. That game is hilarious. That was a 360 era.
Ugh. Japan and other shit right now. I'm trying to watch through the new season of anime, and holy fuck, is it depressing?
Eh.
It's like it's a lot of good stuff, but it's like it's so emotionally heavy. Like I'm only just kind of getting out of like a real bad like nervous spot, and it's just like, oh, I have a hard time watching so many of these.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say to you. One game that you, me, and Kiku have to play sometime, if beat 'em up wise. Have you ever played? I know you haven't. The Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up.
Nope, I have never played that.
Yeah, so basically it's like these, but you get to choose which character you want, and you can kind of level up and get stats along the way. And there's like shops between the things for all these points to spend to increase your stuff.
Okay, you know what that kind of reminds me of? All right, here we are, final level, round 9. Have you ever played any of the Gauntlet series?
Yes. I have played Gauntlet Legends, I have played Gauntlet, Gauntlet 2, and I played a version of Gauntlet Legends on the 360.
Okay, because like well, I was talking about like one of the arcades that was like a free to play. They actually had the original like Gauntlet arcade cabinet there.
Okay, but so Gauntlet or Gauntlet Legends arcade cabinet?
I remember it just saying Gauntlet.
Was it 2D or 3D?
3D.
That was Gauntlet Legends.
Okay.
That's what got ported to the 64.
Okay.
Because I have played that in arcades, and I have played Gauntlet Legends on the N64 and on the 360. So you can't beat. So I have Gauntlet 2 on the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
It was the arcade version, and you could play online. And this was back when I was like hardcore achievement hunting, and I found a bunch of random people online, and we were all trying. The Gauntlet 1 and 2, the original 2D ones, do not have endings. You cannot beat them. It's like Pac-Man. It's on loop.
Endless mode. Got it.
Yeah. But I believe Gauntlet Legends can be beaten.
Well, it's like they actually had a story to them, so it's like it's weird for us. They're the first procedurally generated game.
I don't know about that.
They're almost certainly not procedurally generated, but you know what I'm kind of talking about there. It's one of those.
I'm still not sure about that. If it's like one, I'm sure it is, but I don't know if it's one of the first ones. It's definitely early, but yeah.
Well, it's like one of the first, like, it's one of the earliest, like, RPG arcade cabinets, which is still a cool fucking idea. And Japan still does it, even.
Oh, I know. I love one thing I love about. So Japan does that thing I always dreamed of when I was a kid. Like I would dream of going to arcades, like winning prizes or cards that let you save your stuff. And Japan has those trading cards that you can scan into arcade machines that save your files and stuff.
Oh, trust me, we have like a weeb shop down here in our mall, like full on like hardcore everything. They used to have like cosplay contests and all this stuff. And like just as they were hitting like their stride, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get the Initial D arcade cabinet from Japan, and we're gonna let you buy your cars. And once we like, if it does good enough, and we get a couple of these going, we're actually gonna hold like Initial D arcade cabinet tournaments." And it was just like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest fucking thing ever."
Yeah, it's like the trade. Like you can go on eBay and buy the trading cards that you can get out of those things. I've always wanted to buy some of them because they're really cool. Like I guess like the Dragon Ball Z Heroes, like that are it's actually based on an arcade machine, and it's actually like you could get the actual cards and use them, and it's like
yeah.
And I always thought the idea of as a kid, I always wanted that, like something that says, "Yeah, I beat this arcade game, I proved it," you know, as kind of a prize. I always dreamed of that as a kid, and I was like,
yep,
yeah. I also have I have a few Japanese cards. I have like
well, the Initial D one is just one of those, like, you know how like in a lot of racing games you can customize and upgrade your car as you play it more.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Like your card carries your own custom car.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that. Like I think there's like I saw that there's like a Sword Art Online game like that or something.
Yep. Unfortunately, the owner of the thing got caught cheating on his wife with like one of the girls that worked there, and he lost the shop in the divorce. So that shop went way downhill after that. See,
I like look. I'm definitely for him getting his just desserts for that kind of crap. But like losing the shop, like does this wife even do anything with the shop?
Oh, she still runs it. It's just she kind of like maintains it. Like she doesn't, because unfortunately the the person who was really driving all of that. Okay, who is this American motherfucker?
Oh no, America's here. We're in trouble.
Oh fuck. Unfortunately, the person who was doing a lot of the stuff, like the cosplay conventions and like the arcade cabinet stuff, was the girl he was cheating on with. So she definitely doesn't work there anymore.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine.
So like all of that stuff fell through, and it was just like, Because the funny thing was, it's like that shop was actually revitalizing like our local mall.
That's a shame.
Because well, it's like you would get like the big events down there. Like everyone else would like, oh yeah, they're having this event. So, like the FYEs we used to have, like went all in on like the hard anime shit, like just a crap ton of that. We had a second like.
Dude, so,
I don't want to say like anime shop, but like like those katana shops that have like all the like.
Yeah.
The weird like Asian stuff in them.
Well,
like
no,
we had a second one of those open up.
No, we didn't have any of those. But like actually, like literally just 2 weeks ago, the FYE here that's been in our mall for like since I was a kid just shut down. But it was always like really expensive stuff. It was always like only a few things. So yeah, lesson learned.
Well, it used to be like what?
Bruce says lesson learned. Don't cheat on your wife.
Yeah. Don't cheat, dumbasses. It's one of those. FYE used to be it's like that's a music shop. It was a music shop through and through. And like when records came back, it had like a little bit of resurgence. But with the death of CDs, it's thoroughly gone.
Mine turned into like an anime shop. But,
oh yeah, no, it's an anime merch shop, but it's like it can't sustain itself off that. It feels like.
Yeah, it can't because the anime merch was so expensive. Like, forget even before tariffs and stuff like that. Like, I would look at the anime on Blu-ray, right? And it'd be like $30 to $40 more than the Best Buy next door. And I'm like, well, and then it'd like it'd be like $30 to $40 more than getting it on like Right Stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's like you're competing with online and you're not like doing anything. It's like, oh, but people can come in here. Yeah, people can come in here in the fucking like the early 2000s and the 90s. The malls are kind of not the hangout spot they used to be.
Not to mention, if you're playing, it's like you can, like I can buy Pocky at Walmart now.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. But I was kind of sad to see it go anyway. Like I rarely buy anything there because it's all so expensive. But they started selling some figures for okay prices at like half off. Oh, get him! We gotta kill him in time limit.
Why do we only have like 10 fucking minutes?
So he doesn't get away.
Seconds.
Probably.
Come on!
Got him. Last second.
Oh fuck!
I would have been sad if he got away.
Yeah. Why? We had a controller there for like half a second. What the hell?
Yeah, and our mall is dying extra hard. We're losing all the good food places. They all just start shutting down because the person who runs our mall just is like, give me more rent money. Give me more rent money. It's like, here's an idea. Just stop it.
Well, the funny thing is with our mall, I'm kind of curious about is we're not getting a Dave and Buster's, but they're turning like the old Sears into like an independent arcade go-kart rink.
Damn, that's awesome. Ours got turned into a freaking like Walmart shipping thing.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it looks like they're putting a 2-story go-kart track in it because our awesome. Sears used to be like an upper lower level, and it's like, have you ever been on like a multi-tier go-kart track before?
No, I've only been on single tier once.
Oh, like for like our old family vacation, we went down to. Oh hey, oh wait, that's you. Fuck you. For like we went down to our old family vacation of like Dollywood, like the whole like city around there is. The whole city is just like in a music park-esque like mini areas. It's like awesome. In front of our hotel, it was like a like a go-kart ring and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, this is cool as fuck.
So unfortunately for us,
Okay, yeah,
we didn't. Unfortunately for us, there's like nothing fun around where I'm at.
There used to be a bunch of fun things around where I'm at, but
There's like nothing like that around where I'm at. Everything is dying faster and faster, and there's never been a there's a Dave and Buster's where I used to live, but there's none here. I have to drive about an hour to get to a place called Main Event. That's kind of like a Dave and Buster's. It has a bowling alley in it and like a rock climbing and a laser tag thing, so that's cool. The arcade games suck though.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's been kind of weird in like the city I'm in. It's like a bunch of like amusement park stuff just been popping up all over the place. Like in other like nerd like all right, you know how like most comic book shops are like those tiny hole in the wall areas that don't really have much. And if you want like a big like multi like we have like an entire DC section, entire Marvel section, entire like other areas, you have to go to like a big city one.
Yeah.
Try me.
It means we chose that.
We have two of the we have two of the big art like comic book shops within a mile of each other.
That's awesome. We only have one. The one guy who owns ours bought out all the others. All right, we have time for one more. You want to try one more?
Actually, I'm pretty good in calling it, especially I have an early day tomorrow, so going a little bit early isn't too bad.
It's fine.
And two of these was a lot, honestly.
Yeah,
like I was kind of going pretty brain dead by the end of that second one.
That's fine. I know Armored Warriors would be up your alley because the mech one.
Yeah, there's a couple of that.
Oh, there's a one where you're mechs and you can like break parts of your arm off and take their arms.
Oh, that's cool as fuck. All right, who do you want to go to?
But that's 3 players.
Right.
So we can drag Kidu along for the ride sometime. Let's see. Who do we got? Have a night, Bruce. Stick around
good
so
night,
we can
Bruce.
make you force you on our friends. It's interesting that, let's see. Well, all I see is the only person I have on. I only have one and only Raph and Prez are the only people I have.
We can go to like I have a bit, but it's once again it's a bunch of like other like a log RPG guys. I don't think the fighting game community is want to see this.
Just here to lurk, support. Thank you, Yuki.
We're just shutting down.
Yeah. So who do you want to go to?
Let's just throw it over to Prez.
To the Prez.
Easy
Everyone,
throw. And
feel free to be as mean as possible to Prez, and you can tell him that I told you to do that.
oh, he's on Hacker's Memory too. Oh wait, is he have me up yet?
I don't know.
Oh
All right,
no, he's doing the
everyone.
hacker battles. Later, everybody.
So long.